behold, he come with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty.
So when the disciples asked him, what shall be the end of the world? We look up the word end, which the word end is suntelia, which means completion, consummation. End, because when an empire is complete, what happens? It becomes consumed. And what happens? The power and regions, lands, and riches of that particular empire is translated or transferred to the next rulers that conquered that particular empire. And that's why when Yahawashi comes back, it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. So all the thrones of the heathen nations being casted down, that's what Yahawashi is coming to do. He's coming to battle Esau and the other nations, to take them down, to be set back up into power on the earth, because his glory is already in the heavens. He already got his praise and his glory and his status, everything in the heavens. But as the Apostle Paul says in Hebrews 2, that we see not all things yet put unto him, because not everyone is acknowledging and praising and lauding and crediting the names of Yahawashi as being the Lord. They're calling him Jesus, Yeshua, Yehoshua, and all those other different names. Some of them are calling him Yeshaya, Isaiah, but they're not crediting him as Yahawashi, the Son of the Most High, a so-called black man, you know, coming to take power on the earth and to get the rest of his blessing and glorification on the earth. All of these empires are going to be transferred or translated over to Yahawashi, and he's going to share it with us.
The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. And if children, then heirs of God, and joint heirs with God. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
Alright, Shalawam. First off, I would like to give all glory, honor, and praises to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, QADASH. Double honor to the apostle and the elders of Great Millstone who will teach well. And I say Shalawam to the hopeful elect and the Akim out there push his word and his truth and sincere to across the four winds in the name of YAHAWAH, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Alright, I'm the brother Anah. I'm back at you with another lesson today. Alright, so lock it. The incense that went out. Back at you with another lesson today. And this lesson here is going to be entitled Blood In, Blood Out. Alright? And this was inspired by, you know, a comment that a brother made on Friday night after camp. Alright? And sitting back and thinking about it, you know, it's actually from a spiritual perspective, it's very, very strong. Alright? It's a very, very strong saying spiritually. Because a lot of people will think, you know, blood in, blood out is some, you know, they look at it from a carnally perspective when it's, you know, related to gangs, or, you know, you got to kill somebody to become a part of a gang, or you know, some sort. But, you know, when you look at it from a spiritual perspective, so like I had to get these incense lit. Forgive me, Bahasham. All right. We look at it from a spiritual perspective. We took that blood oath with Yahawashi, so we blooded in the book of Exodus. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into these things, because once we fell away, once we blooded in, we Yahawashi in the book of Exodus. All right, we fell away. We became disobedient, committed fornication. All right, so we fucked up. All right, and Yahawashi had to come back in and redeem us and renew that blood in. All right, and we're gonna have to play our part in Rome. You know, in Rome here reloaded, like Yahawashi played his part, and pagan Rome. All right, we're not gonna be doing things. We can't do the things on the level that he did, because we'll never be able to amount to that. But we have to play our part. So we gotta blood out the same way. All right, always to the kingdom. All right, so. And that's the return of Yahawashi. So we're going to go ahead and dive into that. Let's get the book of Exodus chapter 24. All right, we're going to start at verse 1. All right. It says, and he said unto Moses, come up unto Yahweh, thou Aaron, thou Nadab, and Abadihu. So I'm not really that good with names. So and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near Yahweh, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with them. And Moses came and told the people all the words of Yahweh and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which Yahweh has said will we do. Alright, and Moses wrote all the words of Yahweh, and arose up early in the morning and built an altar under the hills, and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offer burnt offerings and sacrifice peace offerings of oxen unto Yahweh. Alright, and Moses had took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood, and he sprinkled it on the altar. Alright, and this is the point here in verse 7 and 8. Alright, and he took the blood of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all that Yahweh has said will we do, and be obedient. Alright, and Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, behold, the blood of the covenant that Yahweh had made with you concerning all these words. So we took a blood oath. We blooded in. You know, we took that blood oath, that constitution, that agreement, that arrangement with Yahweh. Alright? And we messed up. Alright, so with us messing up, we fell away, and we broke our end with that. So we needed to be redeemed. Alright? And needing to be redeemed, we know what happened. Yahawashi had to come back and pay that ultimate sacrifice as that perfect, unblemished lamb. Alright? Which symbolizes, you know, that sacrifice. Alright? To be redeemed, to be renewed, to be of an atonement. Alright? So let's go to Matthew chapter 26. Because Yahawashi's sacrifice was to give us, to blood us back in with Yahweh. To be that mediator, to be that door. He was that mediator to blood us back into the our heritage and our knowledge and our ways and everything, that our regulation, everything that Yahweh had originally given us. All right, he was that way to get us back into. You know, when you know what that crosses mean, what that cross means, you wouldn't be wearing that and having that hanging around your house. All right, he had to pay that sacrifice to get us back in, to blood us back in with Yahweh. All right. This is Matthew chapter 26, and starting at verse 27. Alright? Matthew chapter 26, starting at verse 27. It says, and he took the cup and gave thanks, and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it, for this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. And that remission means to come back into. Alright? Come back into. Alright, that his sacrifice, his blood being shed was that he blooded us back in. Alright? So we have to understand what the significance of that cross actually means before, you know, you just start wearing these things. It's a mockery, man. It's a mockery. Alright? Let's go to the book of Hebrews, chapter 9. We're going to scroll down verse 12, because like I said, he needed to redeem us. Alright? He needed to be, we needed redemption because we messed up. We blooded in and messed up. Alright? So we need to be redeemed. Alright, this is Hebrews chapter 9 verse 12. Neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his own blood he entered in once into the holy place, having obtained eternal redemption for us. Alright? So he got us back in. Alright? He got us back into 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 the presence, or into he broke those seals, all right, that was placed, all right, and no one could do it but him, all right. Let's go to 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 18 and 19. It says, "For as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things, as silver and gold, for your vain conversation received by the tradition from your fathers, but the precious blood of a Mashiach, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot." All right, so he was that perfect lamb. He didn't sin at all while he was walking in the flesh of Yahawashi. All right, he didn't do anything. So he was that unblemished, unspotted lamb. All right, whose blood was spilled, that got us, that gave us that atonement, that brought us back into, that gave us that avenue back to the Most High. All right. So he blooded in for us. He renewed that. He renewed that agreement. He again, like there's really no other way to put it. He blooded in for us. All right, that is what it is. Let's go back to the book of Hebrews, chapter 9. We'll go back to chapter 9. We're gonna drop down to verse 22. All right. It says, "As also all things are by law purged with blood, and without shedding of blood is no remission." All right, so we couldn't, and you have to understand, we couldn't just shed our own blood either. All right, there's a time. There's a time for, some brothers may be martyrs if the Spirit puts that on you to be a martyr. Then that's one thing. But some brothers are gonna have to go through it. All right, in them times, especially when Jacob's trouble hit in concentration camps, all right, or CT camps, all right. But the point is, without the shedding of blood, there is no remission. All right, so when you look back into the old time, it would be a unblemished lamb or oxen or a peace offering or offering for atonement. But when Yahawashi came, he did away with that. He did away with that. He became that perfect, unblemished lamb, all right, unspotted lamb, and he did away with us having to sacrifice, lambs and oxen, and do those things. He did that for us. So he did it, and it was to a point where he gave us his period, all right, to where we could turn around and slack these incense. He gave us a period to where we could turn around and have that avenue back to Yahawashi. He gave the avenue back to Yahweh the Father. All right. So if he didn't come, we wouldn't have any remissions for our sins. We wouldn't be able to be able to get back to the Father, because we messed up, man. All right, I got two more for you. Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 12. And this is verse 1 and 2. All right, because like I said, we have to. Yahawashi did his part. All right, now we have to do our part. All right, so it's blood in, blood out. All right, we have to do our part in these things. All right, in this run. All right, in this calling, in this how do I say it? It's like I'm trying to make sure I choose the right word. We have to do our part, basically. All right, because Yahawashi did his. All right, blood in, blood out. All right, that's the only way to, we got to see it through. What it really goes into. You can't quit. All right. This is Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the miracles of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service." All right, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. All right, so that goes into like today, like our bodies we're that living sacrifice. All right, we're not conformed to this world. All right, we could, brothers could be doing anything, but this is our reasonable service. All right, and the renewing of your mind means to be brainwashed. All right, and brainwash is not a bad thing. It means to do away with all the bullshit that we originally thought was the right way, and be washed and be renewed. All right, and be redeemed through Yahawashi. All right, I got one more. Let's say because what I said is Yahawashi did his part. All right, he did the undoable. Nobody could do it but him. All right, and it's not a coincidence that what he did in pagan Rome. All right, and now we're here back in Rome remastered. All right, and we have to run the race as well. All right, we have to do our part. All right. We'll close out with this one. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10. All right. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach, Yahawashi, with eternal glory. And here's the point. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. All right, if we deny him, he shall also deny us. If we believe not, yet he abideth faithfully. He cannot deny himself. All right, but the point is there, if we be dead with him, if we be dead to this world with him, we shall also live with him. All right, if we suffer with him in Rome, how we have to do now, we're going to reign with him in the kingdom as he's going to reign as Yahawashi. Yahawashi who's going to reign in that kingdom under the Heavenly Father, the Most High Yahawah. All right, Yahawashi's going to sit on that throne. So we're going to reign with him. We're going to be a part of that cabinet. All right, and if we deny him, he shall also deny us. All right, but the point is, like I said, blood in, blood out. All right, we took that blood oath coming into this thing with, Yahawashi, and ultimately just saying is, if your spirit, goes back, where that doesn't happen to us, we have to say that humbly. You go back into the world, that's death. All right, that's death. All right, so that concludes this lesson. I pray that it was edifying. Until again, I'm going to say a ball, Yasharahla, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, QADASH, Barak, Atham, Shalawam.